there were like new parts where she like directly addressed the Biden thing, where she directly addressed like the issues with immigration. She directly addressed like a lot of things that she hasn't yet before. And I was like, this is so impressive that I know yesterday she was in Ann Arbor or wherever she was and like giving a completely different thing.
Why is this thing billed as a closing argument a week in advance of the election? I'm just curious. I think that was, probably the Trump speech in Madison Square Garden is being received the same way, right? Yeah. It's sort of a closing argument. I don't get it. How do you close an argument 1 week before?
Partly because of
The course is Conventions, Debates, Campaigns. And so we are studying these phases of a campaign. The class is unique. The University of Pennsylvania Annenberg School offers this opportunity to study an election year by taking field trips to our national conventions to perform a kind of reporting function for the school, for the class, winding up in important papers, but studying the process of American national elections.
This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, especially in this election. I think it's such a special and unique election, so it's like us going to this convention was just, again, a really incredible opportunity. In the morning, we got to go to the PA delegation breakfast, where we got to actually meet a lot of famous politicians. So Tim Walz was there, Governor Shapiro was there. So we got to hear from really great panelists. And then at night, we actually got to go to the convention, which was really, really cool. That was actually my favorite part. We got to sit in the stadium and listen to all these incredible speakers and really be in this atmosphere that was unlike anything I've ever experienced before. It was electric. That was like the word that I would use to describe the entire feeling. It was just, I've never felt so alive before.
The most remarkable thing about 2024 was sharing it with our group. That is what I will always remember. I've been to a lot of conventions. We've had a wonderful group this year, and I think sharing this election and to see it up close through the eyes of these people who are experiencing it for the first time has really been a pleasure.
I also want to
Yes,
share a
please.
quick comment.
Yeah,
I think what created this entire situation is that a lot of Republicans' rhetoric has always been working on the fact that there are dog whistles and there's plausible deniability to almost any offensive thing that they said. The issue with this Puerto Rican joke was that there was no plausible deniability. There was no way to say oh, I meant something else, or I was trying to say something else in the same way.
He got lambasted by half the country. The other half the country agrees. And you're going to find out on Tuesday how close that is.
And I haven't experienced this in any other course, but the professors have so much knowledge and so much understanding. But it's not just that, it's that they treat us as equals. So every time we come into the class and we say, I saw this on TikTok, they're not like, oh, come on, tell me about it. What happened? What do you think about this? How does this make you feel? And so they really treat you as equals in terms of discussion. And I'm 20, I don't have the trove of experience that they've had, but just to be treated in that way and to feel like it's truly, truly a dialogue between students and teachers makes it really special, and I just haven't had that before, and I'm not sure if I ever will again.
I walk into every class with a class plan. And if I get to point 2 on that list every day, I'm lucky. I mean, it's just the energy, the enthusiasm. Go around the table, let's go.
Okay, the rule, as I see it, is who's going to win, and why in a sentence or two.
I think she has it, and I think she will get Pennsylvania. She just seems to have more positive momentum, and I hope people are fed up with the racism by now.
I think he's going to win Pennsylvania, and I don't see a path to her winning without Pennsylvania.
I think Trump could win Pennsylvania. I do actually, yeah. I think Michigan's a lot tighter. I don't think he'll win Michigan.
I also saw that there's actual data right now from the mail-in ballots, and the wall, the blue wall that's being built right now is really hard to beat, actually. So I don't know. I don't feel like Republicans are going to win, but it's, again, a toss-up.
So is it possible to vote for Trump and want a Harris victory?
Well, you tell me.
I don't know.
Overall, I've been so inspired by this course, not only being at the convention itself, but again, being in the classroom. This course has really inspired me to be proactive in the political sphere, and after this, I really want to go into politics, after like really being a first-hand account, and I really wish that so many kids could experience this, because this is unlike anything I've ever experienced.
When I'm voting, when I'm thinking about voting, even when I'm just listening to speeches and debates, I now have this knowledge of what that woman said to me, or that man said to me at the convention just sitting next to me, and I have those perspectives in my mind that I would have never had if it hadn't been for this course, and I will carry that with me for the rest of my life.
I think we want people who are going to go off to New York and they're going to work in investment banks. They're going to make a lot of money. That's what happens to people who leave Penn, or a lot of people. To understand that there is a public service dimension in life that binds us all, and to try to be part of it. And by the way, you guys are great.
All right, one more class, guys.
Okay.
Wait, what are we gonna do after?
We'll do something. It's the first class in history where people want to keep going.